everyone, this is AdamHarry from BoLS, and I'm back with another BoLS overview. Today we're going to be looking at No Quarter, issue 70 for February 2017. This issue has a heavy focus on Back to the Grind, which is their board game slash tabletop game, all about grind, which is a War Beast, Warjack kind of score football style goal game. It's pretty fun. Big War Beast fighting heavy jacks and light jacks, and it's good times. It also has quite a few other things going on in the issue. I'm not going to flip through every single page, but I do want to show it off as far as like the table of contents and things like that, and we'll go through some of the key features of this issue. Flipping through real quick. Again, really great artwork. I like this joke here from Koenig. Yeah. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, I'm sorry. Pay more attention to the lore. Moving on. Again, this issue has a heavy focus on grind, which is the tabletop game of scoring points. They do have a battle report in there as well, so you can take a look at that. There's also the tournament triple threat, which focuses on Signar, and then one of my favorite recurring things in the magazine, which is the Gavin Kyle files. This one's focused on Tanith. Back it up a little bit. We also have a theme force for the Hammerfall Rule It guys for the Mercs there. Short story about A Bridge Too Far with the Troll, which we're not going to read, but I did want to point it out. We also have a really cool Iron Kingdom's profile of the Lord Generals of Signar. So really cool stuff in there. And then last but not least, we have the Iron Kingdoms Part 4, which is again another recurring thing they've been doing for the Iron Kingdoms Uncharted. It's kind of the RPG for them, so really cool stuff. There's a lot of other stuff going on. You guys can see the table of contents at the top of your screen there, so a lot of cool stuff going on. I'm just going to flip through. Of course, have the new models. We recently did an unboxing of the Helios Hyperion plastic kit. Very impressive kit, very cool stuff. You can check that out on our YouTube channel as well. And we also have the War Hydra, which is another one of my favorite models. I'm actually in the process of building and documenting my build on this model. It's not super complicated. I just have a lot of clipping and cleaning to do with this model. I like to make sure when we put it together on camera that there's not a lot of nicks and burrs when we do that. So very impressive model, very cool kit. It's all plastic as well, which is super cool. And then there's some other cool stuff coming out this month as well. As you can see here, Forces of War Machine, Protectorate, and Circle of Orboros, their command book as well. So all that good stuff, and then more models as well. Flipping through, we've got a Witchfire Chariot. We got the heavy focus on grind. Witchfire Chariot, by the way, tarot cards. By the way, really cool art, but I don't want to talk about that. We are going to go through grind a little bit here. Again, this is their. It's kind of like soccer meets rugby meets football with jacks and war beasts, and it's really cool stuff. You can actually buy your team from the different manufacturers if you want to mix and match Warjacks, and there's also one for War Beasts as well. I'm not going to show that off. There's the grind arenas. There's the score zones here. There's these different pillars that you can have on your field, and then the catch. And then there's rules of how to move. You want to knock the ball into the score zone, and whoever scores the most points at the end of the game wins. And they have a couple of different rules for a destructed dome and then the Black Frost field. These are basically the same setups, just slightly different rules. There's a steam vent on the left and right here. On this one, there's ice patches on the left and right. So pretty cool stuff there, where you put your pillars and things like that. There's also the Blackstone Stadium, where you can kind of turn the steam vents sideways. You have a fell field in each of those. All that stuff. There's the Grinder Ball, which has rules, spells and feats for coaches. Coaches actually are part of the match. I'm not showing that off on purpose. I'm sorry. That's why you need to go buy this. You can do upgrades. It's supposed to be a campaign system. And then this is a fun thing. It shows off all the different sponsors, which is pretty cool stuff. They also have a couple of team galleries, which I really liked. We had Lyle Lowry's Fighting Ferox, which I thought was really cool. I like his paint scheme quite a bit. Then I'll just flip and do a couple ones. They actually have a battle report in here too. These you can look at. These are the record sheets if you want to do a grind league, which I do recommend. If you want to jump in there, if you got a bunch of buddies that like playing War Machine already, War Machine Hordes, you can totally share models, build up your teams, and go to town on the mat there. Oh, I really liked their modeling and painting thing here. They talked about how to do the pillars, paint the pillars, how to make the goal pits. And if you look at these grind tables, these are the exact ones that they built here. They talk you through how to do each and every one of those, which I thought was really cool, how they got through the painting and assembly. We have the Fighting Ferox versus the Steel Rain, excuse me, which is an awesome bat rep there. I'm going to skip through that. I don't want to give that one away, so I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit here. Next we get to the Hammer Strike, which is the Mercenary Theme Force. That one was put together by William Oz Schoonover. So actually met Oz, he's a pretty cool guy. One of their game designers, so he knows what he's talking about. Go check that one out. I'm not going to read you there. We have a cool interview with a painting grandmaster, which I thought was really cool. Here's the Bridge Too Far. Oh, by the way, Lock and Load 2017. Here's the grandmaster for paint, how to enter and how to get all that stuff in there. That's pretty cool stuff. I'm skipping ahead again. I want to go to this here, which is the Tournament Triple Threat. Triple Threat. Blah, for Signar. Of course, the Tournament Triple Threat, if you don't know how this works, they have present you with 3 different lists so that you can build 3 different army, or take one army with 3 different lists for 3 different styles of gameplay. So in this edition, of course, it's an assassination, 75-point assassination list, a 75-point attrition list, and a 75-point control list. Now, I'm not going to go into what all those lists do, but each one plays with a different warcaster, different abilities. All really good stuff, really good read. It's even good if you don't play them to kind of, maybe you can recognize some of the stuff that they're doing. If you run into those lists, so you have an idea if you're playing against those opponents. Again, the Gavin Kyle file is one of my favorite recurring things in here. This is about Tanith the Feral Song, one of the Signar special characters, which we're not going to go through, but it's great backstory stuff to read about. A lot of fun stuff. There's a couple of cool art pictures in there as well. We also have the Iron Kingdoms profiles, which is just a Lord of the Generals of Signar, kind of a lore story time. This is also by Doug Seacat, one of their lead writers. I'm not going to go through all that either, but it's got these really cool paintings for the different generals and stuff. And then last but not least, Uncharted Part 4. I am not going to show this section off just because it's part of the RPG, and I don't know if I'm going to spoil it for anybody, so I'm not going to do that. That's pretty much all the key features in the No Quarter. It should be on newsstands pretty quick by the time this video comes out, if it's not out by the time you see this video. But that's for February. If you are interested in checking out Grind, hit up their website, privateerpress.com, for more details on that too. Grind is a lot of fun, and it's a great way to grow your collection without having to commit to building an entire force. If you like a specific war beast, you can, or warjack, heavy or light, you can buy that model, build them up, and pay them for your grind team as a separate thing. You don't have to worry about it. It's a lot of fun. So go check that out. I'm AdamHarry from BoLS, signing off. Hope you enjoyed it.